It's Ehizoje, everyone's favorite Nigerian.
This that real life shit, nigga.
So if y'all can tell by the intro music, maybe if you just haven't been paying attention to life around you over the past month, we're at the end of what seemingly is the end of one of the biggest hip hop beefs ever. Drake, Kendrick, cemented by Not Like Us. So now that this has been in rotation for about like a week, I want to say, right? It feels like a long week. I feel like I've been hearing Not Like Us like all year, but it really has only been since Memorial Day? So 2 weeks actually.
Not Memorial Day. Memorial Day.
I think it's because he.
Oh, what was the? Yeah. Oh, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah,
my fault.
It's because he like dropped it on like a Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. So it's been 2 weeks of Not Like Us.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think won the beef?
It was always going to be Kendrick.
Oh,
it was always going to be Kendrick.
All right, why?
If we're gonna be real, they both talented or whatever, right? But Kendrick Lamar is a better rapper MC than Drake is, and he always has been. Like,
but why did Kendrick win the beef? You're giving me the overarching. I'm talking about the specific beef. Why did Kendrick win?
Because he basically did everything Drake usually do and got more support with it. Like, we gonna be real. Like I said, Kendrick is the better rapper. So when you do shit the same way that a nigga that's his style. Like man. Okay, so like he dropped a jazzy little beat with 616.
Little soul, yeah.
Real soulful, yeah.
Yeah, real soulful. He had the club going up with Not Like Us.
True.
And Euphoria started off real poetic and then it got real hyped. Yeah. And he did. It's like 3 beat changes in that song.
Yeah, the crescendo. And
real,
then he
like right when he was talking about you better walk right.
No,
yeah, he's like you better walk like that. Punk. It started beat changing. Like it was just too many beat changes. Drake couldn't handle it. And then on top of that, like how you get on a track and don't even study the reference. How you get on a track and don't even study the reference?
Talk about it. All right. Talk about it.
I'm just saying, like he was talking about mother. Oh my bad.
So,
go ahead.
No. It's fine. To piggyback off of that, yes, Drake got the reference wrong, but I'm not gonna say Drake didn't understand it. I mean, it was in our face. Mother I Sober is a very in your face record. I think Drake just tried to flip it because that is what rap is. You know, they like to be hyperbolic. They like to stretch the truth. But because people dislike Drake, it don't fucking matter because he did not stick to what the actual message of Mother I Sober was. But a lot of rappers just make shit up.
Nah.
Most of these niggas is lying, bro. Most of these rapping niggas, they all lying, bro.
Yeah, most of them are lying. I think it's partly like the subject matter that he decided to lie about. 2, it was about like something that was so sentimental to Kendrick, while also Kendrick is talking to him about him being the lowest common denominator of degenerates. So it made it easy for people to be like, no, 1, you're a pedophile, right? 2, you're talking about like domestic abuse and child abuse as a pedophile and trying to flip it on somebody else like he was abused when we could clearly just point to the song and say that he wasn't abused. So I'm not mad at the flip. I'm mad at the execution. The execution was just off. It was like just don't do that, bro. Like leave it alone.
In my opinion, it would have made more sense if he played off of Kendrick's mother being molested instead of trying to make it about Kendrick being molested. Because I guess I haven't listened to Mother I. I've told myself I'm gonna give myself a chance to listen to Mr. Morale. It ain't came yet, and I'm not about to just listen to it just because everybody else is listening to it and this beef is happening. But in the song, I'm pretty sure he does talk about how people don't believe him about being molested because his mother. You can't really. I mean, people lie all the time, but it's the reference is literally right there, and you go and you talk about something where he literally said, like you basically proving his point because you still didn't believe Kendrick when he said I wasn't molested. If he had talked about Kendrick's mom being molested and somehow, some shape or form, do some little witty rap shit, maybe it could have, because Family Matters was a good track. And it low-key did have me looking at Kendrick like, damn, you be beating your girl? Damn.
It was a good track, but he made a lot of mistakes on there as well, too.
Yeah, you can't just go after every single body if this is, you responded to Kendrick.
I think the main mistake on that track, and people were saying, oh, he responded to too many people. he talked about Kendrick and to Kendrick enough for it to not to matter. He had like about 4 to 5 minutes of it going straight at Kendrick and about 2 minutes going at everybody else.
It's only the second.
The second verse is the most hypest verse.
His only real mistake was not splitting the tracks up. If he had dropped it as an EP, that shit would have went crazy. Especially that third track by itself. That probably
the third track is the one
that probably would be doing streaming numbers close to Not Like Us. It wouldn't be at Not Like Us because Not Like Us is a certified hit.
Part 6 is that the third?
No, the third track on Family Matters.
Kendrick just opened his mouth.
Oh,
somebody give him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? Because I want to talk to the man of the house.
Okay.
Just the instrumental itself, the instrumental nasty. I think he sampled the same shit that he sampled on Headlines, but instead of flipping it, they're all like, let's just keep the source material because that's just nasty. If he had just
the flow, everything.
If he had split that 3 up, because even the second, like where he's talking to everybody else, like those are bars. Like he's killing these niggas. He killed them.
You notice Rick Ross ain't replied.
Yeah, Rick Ross ain't replied. ASAP might reply. ASAP should reply.
I wouldn't. You a house dad at this point.
ASAP has to reply.
Why does he have to reply? He's fucking Rihanna.
Because Drake started it by talking about Rihanna. You cannot talk about.
I'm fucking Rihanna.
You cannot talk about my girl like that.
ASAP off. No. He said, I already hit your BM, bro.
I just feel
and we only care about you when you bring out fits.
Y'all capping. Y'all capping right now.
All your boys
because if y'all are in a relationship,
ASAP, just go be a father.
No. Hold on. Wait. Stop. I will mute y'all's mic.
And he won, bro.
I will mute y'all's mic.
And he won.
We cannot all talk at the same time.
He has Rihanna. He won. I want to be clear.
Okay.
All this shit doesn't matter.
Okay.
But
I hear you.
But in this rap beef, he got to stop.
I hear you. What do you guys say?
I feel like he doesn't have to respond. He don't. I just feel like if he responds, he gonna look like Party did when he was trying to defend Megan. Stupid. Y'all know who Party is? Megan.
Arsene Fontaine.
When he be trying to defend Megan just in general.
I'm confused. There's too many parties.
You're not Party next door.
Okay.
I don't know bro last name. I just know that Megan X. But I know he's like a songwriter, rapper, and all of that.
Yeah.
So when he be just trying, not now because he's dating somebody else, but when he was like in his, I'm gonna defend my woman. Bro looked as stupid. He just looked as stupid. But I get what you're saying.
All right. Other than the irony of what you just said, let me go into. let me just respond to this. If y'all have a significant other, and their ex continues to spew hate on a public platform that they have, and one of the biggest public platforms we've ever seen in music, continues to spew hate about your ex, and you also happen to perform in the same genre that person does, and you don't respond, and this is hip hop, you're a bitch. This is hip hop. This is rap. You're a bitch.
Oh no, for sure.
ASAP has to respond, and he should have responded in the first place. That's why I wasn't mad at it took him too long to respond. This nigga Drake put out a whole track called Anti. It's not called Anti. Fear of Heights, where he's pretty much just destroying Anti, which was Rihanna's last project. He should have responded. It's like, you cannot talk about my girl for 16 bars flipping her last album. It's like I'm gonna respond. Drake hit him back. It was a good punch back, but ASAP 100% should continue that. That's the realest beef
I feel like it's over
out
now.
of all these niggas. It's not over until ASAP responds.
The Weeknd and Drake, that's the realest beef. It's body.
No, all right. When I said realest beef, I meant
niggas shooting this shit, so I don't know. I just want to be clear.
I meant ASAP has a real beef with Drake. Like all the other shit seems to be petty, and The Weeknd and Drake happen to operate in the same area.
Okay.
So, and that was for like a full decade. So shit has escalated.
So my only pushback with ASAP is going to be this. Why you got to wait for Future and Metro to drop an album to reply? Which you correctly pointed out. It took way too long, bro.
I feel like
because that was on what? For All the Dogs, right? Where he was flipping all the anti-lines and going crazy at Rihanna.
I think,
so that's one.
I think he was. Let me respond to one. Let's not get convoluted because then it's going to be hard to respond to everything. So I'm gonna respond to one, then you go with your two. So keep that in mind. Don't lose it because I'll be losing shit. So one, I think he was waiting for his album. We all know he's been working on it.
Whose album?
ASAP's.
Oh, I didn't know he was working.
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest ASAP fan, so I didn't.
I'm a pretty big ASAP guy.
I know he was working on the album,
but
I didn't know when
he's pretty close to being done with his album. I'm assuming that there's gonna be Drake tracks on the album, and he even said in his response to Drake, "I'm mad they didn't hit me about the first one." Why did I have to hear you guys go?
Remix?
No,
yeah,
but I'm saying, why you wait for their album? Period. You should have put out your own track.
He didn't know the album was coming. He said it. He was "Why didn't you hit me?"
You just gotta drop a single, nigga. You talking about my BM, bro? I'm not waiting for my fucking album. I'm dropping that shit tomorrow. No, today, nigga.
That's what Drake did, and he lost. That's what Drake did, and he lost. Game plan.
We're not talking about Drake. Don't move the goalpost.
Hold on.
Are we not talking about Drake? Are we not talking about
about
that
Rocky
too, though?
Yeah, I'm saying you doing that because remember we had a pod that didn't come out again. My bad. And I said no, you should wait. Do not jump out the route. Remember we had this conversation before Kendrick dropped, and I said wait, do not jump out. Make sure you have all your ducks in a row because if you just jump out and don't have your ducks in a row, you're gonna die. This is war. This ain't just rap out. This is war against a nigga who has a crown. You need to make sure you have all your shit straight before you just jump out. So I think
you also lead me to my second point too.
Yeah, which is perfect. So I think, in my opinion, ASAP was just waiting for his moment to really like run the ones with Drake.
Drake gotta stop going after people, girls.
Yeah.
What was your two?
My second point is when he did finally pop out, bro. That verse was like. It's garbage. It's basura.
I liked it.
Didn't need it. He sounded out of breath. He sounded washed.
He did not sound out of breath.
He sounded so washed.
I'm not gonna hold you. Bro,
if a nigga come at my baby mama, bro, like you just said, you gotta come correct. So you took all that time to put out this fucking.
It was a hard
garbage
verse.
ass. No.
People just don't like ASAP, especially when in comparison to Drake. This is the same. This is the same for everybody. No. This is the same case for people not liking Drake in comparison to Kendrick, where even when Drake does well with Family Matters, a lot of people do not want to give Family Matters the credit that it deserves because it's going at Kendrick. When in actuality, Family Matters is one of the best songs that came out of this.
Well, that's because
I personally feel like
Drake had so many other missteps.
But Family Matters was a good diss song. It was a great diss. It was a great diss song. Actually, it would have ended a lot of people, but it was going up against Kendrick.
If Not Like Us didn't drop the way it did right after that, then
going back to your original question, I think Drake lost.
That wasn't my question.
Your way original question was
why did Kendrick? We focus on positivity here on the real life.
Who won the beef?
Yeah, and you started answering why you think somebody lost. I'm not asking that.
Niggas don't like.
You did ask me that.
I asked you why somebody lost. This is recorded.
You said who do I think won? I said yes.
That was the original question.
Kendrick won because he did and you said you got to explain why and I'm explaining why. But you made me forget my point. I ain't gonna lie.
Because you started focusing on Drake and said Kendrick.
No, because we talking about Drake right now in this moment. But I wanted to. It was kind of damn. I forgot. Y'all made me forget.
We talking about ASAP and then how he took too long to respond.
It don't even matter because Henry says ASAP's verse was trash, which is crazy to me.
I didn't say it was trash.
Nah, you gotta come harder than that.
That was one of the best songs on that second album.
I was gonna set my back.
Go ahead.
I just feel like Family Matters was the best that Drake has rapped in the longest. And it's crazy because Kendrick made him do that. I personally feel like Kendrick made him do that.
Did you listen to Scary Hours? Volume 3?
Yeah, but
that sounds like a no. That sounds like a no.
I'm gonna say I'm not a Drake fan to the point where I'm listening.
Rapping.
I still feel like Family Matters is the best he's.
I was gonna let her get it off, but yeah.
I still feel like Family Matters is the best he's rapped. I'm not saying that that's bad. I just feel like that. I just feel like every verse was like, yo, okay, Drake.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But this nigga's been spitting for a minute.
I guess.
But he's just
he jumps into a lot of different bags. So he's not always in that boom back like bar it up type bag. But on Evil Ways, bro, on the deluxe for all the dogs.
Stories about my brother. Shout out to Conductor Williams. Oh my god.
You know what's funny? I found out something that said basically
Conductor.
You pump faking that shot like
Conductor,
three.
Hey, you're right.
If you want to take it, just take it.
It's like I'll be wanting to take it, and then I'm like, oh, I got something to say, so I gotta put it.
All right, but to answer the original question about who won and who lost, obviously Kendrick won. Angie pointed it out. I think he just put on a masterclass of diss tracks. I don't know if we ever seen this before, where he dropped so many different versions of diss tracks. He got into the Euphoria super barred up. He's like, what Drake say? You better have a fucking quadruple entendre or some shit on there on push-ups right at the end of that. And he gave him that shit. Then he got into the Not Like Us. He gave us a club banger, bro. He gave us some introspective shit with Meet the Grams and 616 in LA. Like, he really checked off every box. And I think that that Drake underestimated Kendrick's hate for him, bro.
Y'all think Drake?
And I think
I have a question.
Yeah, I really think he underestimated Kendrick's hate for him because
no, I underestimated it.
Yeah, like it's just crazy. I don't think that I think that Drake like had to retroactively or like, you know, when somebody hates you and you just kind of had to like not like them back, but you don't really have any real issue with them. Like, I feel like that was what this situation was. And I don't think he realized that like Dot has been sitting on a lot of these tracks for a minute, and he really plotted out every possible, you know, outcome, anything that Drake could have said. He thought of every possible response, which is why, you know, when he dropped 616 in LA and then Drake dropped Family Matters, he had Meet the Grams right away, bro, because he already knew he was gonna go the, you know, the family route.
Well, we don't know how long Kendrick's had.
Yeah, because I've heard that Kendrick is like a fast writer.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure he had at least. It was like, you know, at least probably half of these. He probably thought, all right, if this dude come at me from this angle, I'm already, you know what I mean.
So to finish my point, especially because you brought Meet the Grams. Meet the Grams is a direct response to Family Matters. Like, that was Kendrick heard Family Matters, so speaking to the mold that he alluded to, and then he wrote Meet the Grams, right? So that's why it's like
alleged mold.
No, there's a mole.
There's definitely
a mole. Go back and listen to 616 in
he
LA.
lied about it.
He said that
yeah.
Drake lied about it?
He lied about the he don't know where the daughter came from. He don't know where Kendrick got that from. He don't know anything.
He lied about feeding information to Kendrick. That's what academics said.
Okay,
but,
I didn't see that.
But in regards to the mole, and this one is alleged, but 616 in LA, which I think is more of like a play on like I'm a give you hints about who it's not, but you're gonna think it is, right? In that sample, the sample over and over again is saying Boy Wonder. I don't think it is Boy Wonder. I think Kendrick wants Drake to think it's Boy Wonder, but I think it is somebody else that's a mole in that camp.
Well, I didn't even see
because
this.
even The Weeknd was there talking about you have a mole in your camp.
He said that too.
Yeah, so multiple people are telling you, hey, we're getting information from your camp. Like, things are happening. And then also Not Like Us, the last verse is a direct response to, again, things he's saying in Family Matters. Mm-hmm. So I don't think Kendrick's been holding on to a lot of these tracks. I think he was giving some information. He was just like, oh, fuck this nigga. I'm gonna kill him once the time's right. And then the time was right. And so he decided to kill him.
I think the last thing I'm gonna say is that, like, I also feel like the way Kendrick utilizes his voice and the different tones and affliction, I'm not sure if that's the word, but just the way he utilizes his voice. Inflections, thank you.
Voice inflections, yes.
But yeah, I think he utilizes it so well to the point where, like, how he was screaming, he was going down, like.
What is it, the braids?
Even in Not Like Us, when he was like, the part where he was talking about Pac. Hey, it's all eyes on me and I'm a senator after Pac. Like, literally, he was getting hype and he was literally like shifting your whole mood. Yeah. Drake is kind of like monotone when he raps. I've always said that, like, he's a monotone like singer rapper, and I feel like with that you limit yourself. Not really limit yourself, but you are a little bit limited.
You didn't like. You mentioned my seed and I deal with his dad. You didn't like that?
I ain't gonna lie. It's not that I didn't.
You gotta go back.
I just started laughing. It's not that I didn't like it.
Jamal, put the gun down.
No, because you listen to that and then you hear, Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that this man is your father. And you just like, ooh.
So how do you guys rank the big three now? We ain't got to discuss it. Just give your 1, 2, and 3.
So it's definitely Dot. It's Kendrick at the very top. He the king. Mm-hmm. After that is Drake. Then there's a big ass cliff. It's a big ass fall off, and then there's J. Cole.
Angie.
Damn.
Even though J. Cole at this point, I'm actually starting to see why he bowed out.
I ain't about to say it,
but I think it's one of two reasons. Either this nigga Cole got a lot of dirt on him. He really don't want us to see because he knew that this is the energy that this battle was going to go to. He thought it was just going to be more so bars and skill and, you know, that display of being an MC. Or 2, I guess maybe he was just pussy and he was just, he was just blowing smoke all these years. You know what I mean? I'm not really sure.
Schoolboy Q
again, we ain't gotta discuss it because we got a bunch of things we gotta get to. But 1, 2, and 3.
It's gonna be Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole. I'm a big J. Cole fan, but at least Drake not scared to run the fade when it comes to rap beef.
A friendly fade.
And I got J. Cole at 3.
He thought it was gonna be.
I got J. Cole at 3.
Okay.
Kendrick at 1. Drake at 2. I think that's where we're gonna see it from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah.